Andrew from Williamstown, New Jersey. Hey Dutch, I was wondering about your opinion on Claudio Castagnoli and if he is the best wrestler that you had been associated with that hasn't really gotten a fair shake at a world championship on any of the main promotions. Thanks for your time and the entertainment.
Well, Claudio, or Cesaro as I call him, I think his major drawback, he looks great, he works great, he is believable, but he is, I think when he talks, he doesn't convey emotion. That's what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. I mean, he says all the right words, but it's like somebody saying, I'm going to whip your ass, you MF, or blah, blah. Well, you kind of believe that. But if a guy goes, yeah, when we get in the ring, I'm going to have to teach you a lesson and blah, blah, blah. Well, the emotion's gone. And that's what this business operates on. It's emotion. Look at Eddie Kingston from AEW. He's not the most technical wrestler I've ever seen, but when he starts talking, you believe him. Because he doesn't do an interview, he does street talk. And that street talk, you understand. And he will go farther with that than with his ability in the ring. Because you can look around at some of the big stars like Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan, he had one interview period. That's it. He never did another one. But when he got fired up, you could kind of feel it. And same way with Cesaro. So, and I think another one who didn't get his fair share was Jack Swagger. I mean, he was a champion. He wasn't a heavyweight champion.
He was.
But Jack...
He actually was. He won the world championship like 2008 or 9 or something.
He did?
Yeah, before you had him. He was.
He didn't keep it long then.
No, he didn't. It was, I can find out exactly when, but it was one of those ones where he just seemed to turn up and he won the big, like the WCW looking big gold belt version of the world title. He won that one.
Well, one of his big drawbacks is his ability to talk too. You got to touch people. I've always said you got to touch them in the heart. You got to make them feel what you're trying to convey. It's either hurt or it's either anger or it's if you're afraid of somebody or you really want to get somebody. That's what you feel it. And there's no way you can say, well, this is the way you do it. You just do it, and then you make your mind up on whether the guy did enough, a good enough job to make you buy a ticket to go see it. So, but I think Jack and Cesaro, and ironically, I had both of them one time under a tag team. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I thought they were great. But even with me trying to talk for them, I guess creative didn't see a way out from them. Then this is another thing that kind of pissed me off. They took him away from me and Jack and gave him to Paul Heyman. Mm-hmm. And Heyman says, well, they want to get him over, which I want to say, well, Paul, good luck, get him over. I hope he does well. But then a month, then Paul wasn't with him anymore. So they were going to get him over by taking him from me, giving him to Paul for 2 weeks, and then dumping him. That doesn't work with anybody. So, and I think Creative I think they tried to tag me with why he didn't get over. But they were getting over. And we did that last little angle there where Jack and Cesaro were getting into an argument. I don't know why they didn't take that and go farther with that. Because that would have worked. They would have had great matches together too, because they liked each other. And Cesaro, he was about, I don't think he was quite as tall as Jack, but he was about 6'3", 6'4", and strong for a guy that doesn't look, he just looks like he's in great shape, which he is. But he didn't have those big muscles, but he was strong as a bull. I mean, he was really, really people, WWE, they would talk about how strong he is, but yet his body didn't convey superhuman strength, but he was very, very strong.
Yeah, he looked athletic, and he still does. He looks really athletic. He doesn't look like a bodybuilder strength, but I think there's something where he can, I don't know what the weight is, but he can clean and jerk like some ridiculous amount of weight with one arm.
Oh yeah,
like
I'm sure he
balancing the bar like a 7-foot bar in the middle and doing it. So yeah, he was impossibly strong, that guy.
And he's from a part of, where is he from?
Swiss, I believe.
Switzerland, right? And he speaks 5 languages, which is he speaks French, German, Swiss, some Dutch, and he speaks in French. He speaks one more. So, and do you ever read his history?
In fact, I was just on his Wikipedia there. He's from Lucerne, Switzerland. He was in Ring of Honor for a good long time. I remember that, and I think he was hanging about with Seth Rollins.
He's in Ring of Honor. He's in Ring of Honor now, isn't he?
Well, AEW, yeah. I mean, what is Ring of Honor these days? But that's something else we can get involved in. Just before we move on to the next question, I wanted to just confirm with you, Jack Swagger was WWE World Heavyweight Champion March 30th, Las Vegas, Nevada. He cashed in a Money in the Bank contract, and he held the belt for 82 days before losing it to Rey Mysterio. And then you got hold of him a couple of years later.
Well, I sure did.